we're too soft on our kids now.
I know.
Man.
What the hell? He's doing 500 push-ups, 500 squats.
He was not playing.
I breathe on Hudson wrong. He starts crying and threatening to call the police on me.
Man,
That's what happens nowadays.
Yeah,
It's just like,
they call the police on me.
yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
like, what?
So did you have any resentment growing up towards him, or did you just, that was just what was normal to you, so you just dealt with it? Because ultimately it helped create a mindset in you and a drive in you that made you the undisputed champion of the whole freaking world.
For sure.
How cool that must feel. I've got questions on that later.
Of course, I didn't like it all the time, but I think, just with me, for some reason, for me, I always wanted to try to prove my father wrong to a sense, even though he pushed me, but he was the type of guy, he didn't want to give me too much love. Do this, do that, or well, I don't know if you can do that. Okay, well, I'm going to show you. Okay, you think that's going to break me? I'm going to show you. You know what I mean? That was my mentality coming up. That was always my mentality on how I carried myself always, especially when it came to him, because he was such a big figure. He was well known around town. He was muscular. He was this, he was that. And I seen the respect that all other adults gave him, and I wanted that as well. So if I'm living there in the house with that type of guy, I know I had to show him on a regular basis, what kind of kid that he had. So it was war all the time in the house.
I feel like that's a big problem today is that there's not enough of that, fatherless homes.
Yeah, for sure.
And not having that
for sure
framework to be able to build off of, right? And so like, how many times did you go with your dad to work, and what type of work, and what type of camaraderie did he have around them? And it sounds like that was definitely a framing that was important.
And at the same time, I think it was very important that, he wasn't just telling me what to do. I was able to see him get up every day and get to it.
Example.
You know what I mean? He was an amazing example. I seen him running. I seen him hitting the gym on a regular basis. I seen his mental mentality with all the shit that we were dealing with. We didn't have much. I got a chance to see it on a regular basis. So it wasn't,
Do you think he seeded the championship mindset? Because it's fast.
For sure.
It's very unique. It's fascinating.
For sure.
It's ultimate.
For sure. Like I said, I knew, like in our community, I knew we were different to a sense because, of course, just being from Haiti, I didn't have a lot of this other, a lot of the same shit a lot of other kids had. So I knew, things were different for us.
Right.
You understand me? So I knew that we had to work probably twice as hard to get the respect or just to even earn whatever that we wanted at the time. And he continued to push on that. He continued to hone that in our minds that we got to work twice as hard for everything that we need. So you can't slack. If this is what you want to do, you got to put 101% into it. I'm going to make sure you do. You know what I mean? So if this is what you want to do, son, yeah, let's do it. He's waking me up 5 o'clock in the morning. Boom. Da, 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 da. So you get off the bus at school, you're running 3 miles to the gym. If this is what you want to do, I don't want to hear nothing else. And that was it.
Wow.
That was it. Period.
Strong.